climbing. Let's get the nose down just a little bit. That'll gain in airspeed and we should start to reduce our altitude. Fixed tower, champ 81800 is 5 miles to the west, inbound for some touch and go work with uniform.
Champ 81800 is fixed tower, put rod down into my 17 on, look for assess in the pattern, they're currently in the airplane.
Right downwind for 17 right, we'll look for that Cessna in the pattern, champ 81800. There you go, nice and straight and level, huh? Isn't straight and level boring, no?
Yeah, it kind of is.
All right, we're going to do a couple of touch and goes here before we call it a day, just to give you an idea of keeping that center line and working those feet and rudders. Okay, let's down to 17. Bring our power down to about 1700 RPM. It'll just slide down there. Okay, haven't not heard the tower clear this person.
I have not heard him say one word either.
It was cleared for the option.
And 39 Lima is looking for the option 17 right.
Cessna runway 17 right, clear for the option.
Okay, he's turning in final.
17 right, Cessna 8239 Lima.
Just to the east of the hospital.
Alright, I got him.
So here we go at our 60 miles an hour slow flight. As Big Tower Champagne 00, turning right downwind for 17 right.
Champagne 00, runway 17 right, clear for the option, make light traffic on the go, Cessna short final.
Clear for the option, make right traffic, and we got the Cessna on site, 800. Okay, carburetor heat on. Okay, 1500 RPM. Here we go with that 60 to 70 miles an hour, but we start to roll through. Descending. Now in this ground reference, if you remember landing 17 right, we want to use the hospital over there and medical center that looks like an X. We're going to stay on the south side. Got to put it somewhere between that X building and those power lines with the colored balls.
Okay.
Now again, you want to have, in a regular two-wheel landing, you want to have anywhere 60 to 70 miles an hour so you get a nice smooth roll onto the runway rather than stabbing the runway.
Okay.
Okay. About the time we're just straight north of the firehouse right there, that white building, start our turn down. Here's where you want to start controlling your bank so that you come out straight up and down. So we want to roll out here just a little bit. Notice, just like those turns we're doing out there, how much time it takes to really get around there. Bring our power down a little bit here to about 14. Now here's where you got to really be on your rudders and everything. If I put in too much left, see just that little bit, how much you can swing this airplane. Now draw back on the stick just a little bit. Brings our airspeed down to about 60. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Just hold it here. Let it just roll on naturally. 2 tires down. Then we can just let it glide here. Let's use a little power. Just do some high-speed taxi work here. Feel my feet moving us back and forth. If you're moving your rudder pedals enough and that front end is not moving violently, you're okay. The minute you keep getting this hard swing like this, feeling it, you know, in your back and everything, you're too long on the rudders. Okay? We'll go around and do that again.
And that call cut out for 3911.
Cessna 8239 Lima, runway 17 right, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, 17 right, Cessna 8239 Lima.
about 1,200 feet. Let's start a nice turn to the west. Again, 90-degree turn. It's going to take about 20 seconds. There you go. Here we go to downwind.
Trump 1800, number 2, false Cessna, right base to final, runway 17 right, clear touch and go.
Number 2 behind the Cessna for touch and go, 17 right. Champ 800. Now, because the wind is out of our southeast a little bit, we're going to be a little right of center. That way we don't get blown any more away from the airport, right?
Right.
Bring our power down about 2,000. Carb heat on.
Spring Cessna 7013 Golf, holding short 17 right for VFR departure to the west.
So 7013 Golf, staying Stereo Cessna on the goes in the right traffic pattern, runway 17 right to clear for takeoff, right turn out approved.
17 right, clear for takeoff, that turnout approved, and would it be possible for a slight delay on the runway when we take off?
613 Golf, you're departing ahead of the wrong Champs, approaching right base, short delays approved.
Delay approved, 7013 Golf.
Champ 800, traffic taking the active, runway 17 right to Cessna.
Champ 800, we got that traffic inside. Now right here, what you're supposed to be learning and everything is just have my power settings and my speed, and look at where the airplane's going to glide around to. Now let's not change anything. Just hold this power setting and the pitch. Just hold it here. Where do you think it's going to come out on the runway?
Not about the 17.
Because we haven't changed our power setting, we haven't changed our pitch, holding that same airspeed all the way down. But we got to hold our rudder to keep us on center. Let it glide, let it glide, let it glide, let it glide, let it just roll on naturally.
17 right, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, 17 right, Green Isle Lima.
Okay. Let's go, full power. If you hang on it too long, There you go. You can see that we had that aim of 17 right, the letters and the number, in the same spot of our windscreen, but by the time we came down, went into our flare, and just let it glide, it was almost 1,000-foot marker before we actually touched down, which is what it should do.
Okay.
Make our turn. Okay, let's bring our power down.
Champagne 00, follow Cessna to short final runway 17 out, clear touch left.
Champagne 00, follow the Cessna, and we'll make this a full stop, 800.
Champagne 00, roger, runway 17 out, clear to land.
Clear to land, 17 right, 800. Okay. 15.
One second, runway 17 right, clear touch and go.
Clear touch go, 17 right, 823, not on.
When there isn't enough there, you'll fall right back on your tail.
Frequency change, please. 701 go.
Champagne 00, favorable turn right at Echo, contact ground.
Right on Echo, go to ground, 800. Hold the stick back. Keeps the tail down. High away, forward. Brake to a stop.
Flies controller on initial contact information, Victor.
Springs ground Trump 800 is on Echo, going to the east side.
Runway 1800, Springs ground taxi, park via Bravo Charlie, short runway 17 right.
Bravo Charlie, hold Charlie 17 right, Trump 800.